You're born in the middle of a rotting pile of wood. It's dark, damp, and covered in enough mold to trigger a lawsuit from the health department. You look around and see your siblings struggling to escape their eggs. Your parents, on the other hand, are nowhere to be found. Your dad ran out for a snack and never came back. As for your mom, she cared, just not about you specifically. She laid dozens of eggs in different places, like Kris Jenner, hedging her bets. Most creatures get at least some kind of tutorial when they're born. A mother bear sticks around to teach her cubs how to maul salmon. Even baby birds receive a quick crash course before getting kicked out of the nest. But you? Nope. No parental guidance, no how to sprick it. Just a cold start with zero instructions. Not having parents has its perks. You can stay out as late as you like, eat whatever you choose, and hop around the house without anyone telling you to keep it down. At this stage, your exoskeleton is as soft as a microwaved marshmallow. You're tiny and frankly, dumb. But who needs smarts when you have instincts? You waste no time putting them to the test. When you're this small, there are countless predators waiting to turn you into a bite-sized snack. Spiders? They'd wrap you up without hesitation. Ants would gleefully drag your pathetic body back to the colony like a victory trophy. Even your own kind wouldn't turn down an easy meal if they were feeling snacky. Matter of fact, if times were tough, you wouldn't hesitate to eat your own leg. That's right, you would eat your own leg if you were hungry enough. The only thing keeping you off the menu? Your ability to sense danger and launch yourself into the void at a moment's notice. Thanks to your danger-detecting antennae and hyper-launch hind legs, if it weren't for these key features, your odds of survival would be worse than that of a mayfly. Speaking of flies, while you can't technically fly, the distances you can cover are startling. Even as a fun-sized spricket, you are able to hurdle distances nearly 40 times your length. This doubles as a defense mechanism, hurling yourself directly at any perceived threat, not to fight, but to thoroughly shatter their sense of peace. And it usually works. You and the siblings that are left will hide out in the safety of the woodpile for a few days while your exoskeletons harden. As an omnivore, you're only limited by what you can fit in your mouth. This means plant matter, bug matter, fungal matter, and unknown matter are all on the menu. You've grown quickly, scavenging at night and keeping hidden during the day. Each meal moving the dial closer to your ultimate form. Adulthood. It's taken several months and many molts, but you are now officially a spring-loaded hell spawn, with a lateral attack method that sends both humans and predators screaming for their lives. Your body is around 1.5 inches, with 6 unnecessarily long legs, 2 unholy antennae, plus your cerci, the antenna-like appendages that extend from the rear of your abdomen, and you are now the kind of critter that makes humans want to rip their eyelids off and sleep with the lights on for eternity. Nightmare fuel that can jump scare up to 3 feet. Congratulations on your rank up. It's been months since you wiggled your way out of an egg, and honestly, between eating, molting, and hiding, you've been oblivious to the changing seasons. The shift in temperature has been gradual. Tonight the cold chills you in a way that makes your cerci shudder. As you are rummaging through the darkness, a warm stream of air piques your attention. The warmth seems too good to be true, so without any hesitation, you leap. Since your eyesight is trash and LASIK is not an option, you blindly navigate your way towards the toasty temperatures, finding a gap just big enough for you to squeeze through. The warm, humid air is drawing you in like a tropical vacation in the middle of winter. Then suddenly, you are snapped out of your daydream by the weightless feeling of falling. This is a sensation you are familiar with. Like a gold medal gymnast, your natural reaction is to send your legs out in every direction as you sail through the air and stick your landing. The smell of mildew hangs heavy in the air, and the floor is covered in dust, old spider webs, and who knows what else. Your antennae scan like a Roomba on patrol, mapping obstacles, detecting threats, and praying the next thing you touch isn't hungry. Spiders lurk in the shadows, ready to pounce. House centipedes gear up for a takedown. One wrong move and you could wind up stuck. In an effort to lay low, you creep forward. Your body adapts quickly to the temperature. While it's not freezing, it's still cold, and you weren't built for the cold. Using a combination of determination, microscopic footholds, and the sticky pads on your feet, you begin to scale the wall in an attempt to return to your life outdoors. On your way up, you are startled when your antennae detect something similar in shape and size to you, but not a threat. You inch forward and realize there's more. Many, many, many more, all huddled together in a giant shadowy mass on the wall. You are absorbed into the mingle-mangle of legs and orbiting antenna. It's difficult to tell where one of you ends and the next begins, but you're starting to feel warm in a way you have never felt before, huddled together with all these familiar faces. It doesn't take much convincing for you to abandon your previous life and join in. The basement quickly becomes your home, while nothing beats the recoil from launching headfirst into a tree. Down here you have just about everything a cave cricket could want. Damp, musty air, darkness nearly all of the time, a seemingly endless supply of food, and plenty of females to mate with. Where they lay their eggs you'll never know. However, mini sprickets seem to multiply daily, adding to the ungodly cluster living on the wall. You've just returned to the congregation after rummaging around in the darkness, snacking on bits of thises and that's, when without warning you are blinded by a beam of light so bright you almost spontaneously combust in fear. Your instincts say, jump, but the others remain still, and you don't want to be an agitator. Maybe the threat wasn't a threat at all. Just as you relax back into the sway, bang, and then panic erupts. Bodies begin catapulting themselves towards whatever the bright light is, flinging themselves in every direction, like a cricket IED was detonated. All around you, legs flail, antennae whip, exoskeletons collide midair in a chaotic, twitching storm of pure terror. Whatever is attacking your swarm is quick, but you manage to be quicker. As soon as your feet hit the ground, you bound into the air again. Not sure which direction you are headed, but knowing your chances for survival are much better when you are airborne. There's blood-curdling screaming, but not from you and the other crickets. However, the noise made by your skittering mass is more chilling. So many bodies ricocheting off each other, off the wall, off the floor. A sound that will plague the human who waged this war, even after they scrubbed their skin with a Brillo pad trying to make it all go away. And then silence. Nothing moves. Nothing stirs. Maybe it's safe now? Creeping out of hiding places, those who survived return to the huddle. But you can't move. Your eject button seems to be malfunctioning. Okay, it wasn't that. Unlike death by broom, this will not end quickly. You'll have no choice but to wait for the inevitable.